Welcome to Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ. This is Inked. This is Prince. We in the building. How do on this fine Friday?
Good. It's hot.
Friday.
It's Friday.
It's hot?
Not
It's
wait.
dark.
Hell,
It's
it's
hot there?
Ah, there you go. Thank you, AJ. I knew a New Yorker would get what I was saying.
I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. And AJ just walks into it, and I'm just like, no, I'm not giving it to you. Anyways.
Anyway, all right. So the Shannon Sharpe experience keeps sharpening. Oh, the ghosts from Shannon Sharpe's past continue to haunt him as his ex-girlfriend details being attacked by the NFL Hall of Famer. Take a look.
He had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And
I can't. Are we supposed to take this serious?
He was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy.
See, I almost said something reckless.
Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with.
Not true. It's all BS. They made it up. Inked. Do you believe Homegirl's versions of events?
No. She can't even remember if she was married or not married at the time. If you don't leave me alone right now. The man is more powerful, has more money now than he did then. And can we talk about how she looked, though?
Oh, my God.
Am I wrong for that?
Okay, she's not beautiful.
Well, the leader of the Me Too movement looked like KRS-One with bad acne. So
You're right. You know what? I mean, it could be a set it off moment. Listen,
not KRS-One.
I don't believe nothing that's coming out this woman's mouth. I believe her about as much as I believe Smokey Robinson's housekeepers. I mean, everybody got a story right now. I just saw another one today, another somebody was coming out against a celebrity. I can't even remember. And it's been like, I don't know, 715 years since it happened. You're laughing. So it couldn't have been too traumatizing. You talking about it as though it was the neighbor who baked you a carrot cake and it was really a pumpkin pie. I don't have time. She can remember the details of put it in my mouth. Listen, gentlemen, if you're trying to take advantage of a woman, I suggest you don't put it in her mouth. Okay? We have teeth. Okay? The things that you can do to teeth are deadly with teeth. Okay? So you probably shouldn't put it in her mouth if you're forcing something on anyone. That's just my free advice for today. She's lying, but it sounds good. It sounds good. Anybody who's traumatized doesn't laugh. Anybody who's traumatized doesn't remember whether or not they were married. Oh, that was cute though. Did you like when she said I wasn't going to be faithful to him if he wasn't faithful to me? Bitch, you was married with a whole husband. You should have been faithful to the husband, not whatever this was. Okay. And why are you not afraid now? You know, I often wonder that, right? Like, why now are you not afraid? I mean, how long ago was this? Did she say? Did anybody catch that? Did she ever say between the laughter and the horribly dyed hair? Did anybody catch that?
No.
I'm just asking. I just wanted to know. Okay. You know what? I don't care. I'm not going to be nice. Listen, ladies, if you have trauma, I don't want to hear about it through laughter. 17, 18, 19, 100 years later. I'm going to need you to show up and I'm going to need you to show out. I'm going to need you ladies to stop being afraid because I'm going to tell you right now, especially in this world called Hollywood,
Weird.
the world of power and money, the world of celebrities, they're harming other women. So if you weren't brave enough then, I really don't care now. And I know that probably sounds horrible, but it is what it is. We need to start protecting other women and keep this from happening to other women. This silence, it doesn't work. And now the only credibility I will give her is if she doesn't sue him. If she just tells her story because she wants people to really know the monster that he is, then I'll be good with it. But if I see this like, $700 billion lawsuit show up, you're good. You're good. Prince is burning to speak. So go ahead, Prince.
I think I'm really redefining what victims are, what they look like, what they sound like.
Okay.
And I feel bad for the real victims because no longer will you get the benefit of the doubt. I don't care how bad it is, how bad your story is. Stephen King could write your story. I don't care. I want you on Forensic Files. I want to see the forensics. The he said, she said era is over. It's all about camera footage, DNA. That's the only thing. Stories do not. The thing that made Diddy's case good was he settled immediately because whatever Cassie was about to keep bringing out or bring to light, he wanted no parts of that. That's the only way he said, she said will get my time of day. Stories like this, and then the journalist off camera. I don't know if it's her cousin asking the question, her uncle, her Jim, Sue Ann, Sue Ellen. I don't know who's asking those.
Sue Ellen.
And I don't know if looking at somebody who looked like they dyed their hair with Kool-Aid. It's believable. Now, but you know what? You know what's the funny thing about this whole situation? This is what happens when you have a repeated behavior like this. People can just come out and then it takes one person to be like, yeah, he's done it before, so I can believe it. But if your reputation is pristine, or people know how you are around women, or your reputation with women is great, that stuff gets shut down immediately. But because Shannon Sharpe is who he is, and he has to quote the great Jason Whitlock, a HR file. What else? What can we do, Shannon? You could get up here and you could say, well, my mama once said a duck walks around with a duck and it can run 30 miles. You could come up with all those cute backwater ass sayings that you be saying that get people on your side. I'm done. Cat Williams told you. What did he say, AJ? You have a what?
You have an unhealthy allegiance to losers.
Speak on it.
And it's genderless.
Genderless.
It's genderless because
Mhm.
your allegiance is women.
Mm.
Mhm.
And it's bad.
Mm.
And Shannon, you know what? Maybe you need to just go ahead and just go away and just enjoy yourself. Let this blow over. But you keep doing nightcaps and cursing at people off to the side, stuff like that. You're just showing, dude. You're just showing that you won't learn. And I feel like the more money you get, the more money you got, the more it emboldened and it entitled you to not change your behaviors. When you was ugly, when you was big-lipped, when you was that walk on at what was it, Georgia, whatever it was, Atlanta, Georgia, whatever small college you was at, and nobody was checking for you, you had a little bit more about yourself. But once you started getting the money, once women started ignoring how ugly you was and how you sound in your list and how bucked you are, it entitled you to be more of a monster. Money has done one thing I have known in all my 42 years. It enhances the person that you always were.
That part.
And this is who you are, Shannon. You're a monster. And you have a terrible disposition with women. And I don't see how you could work around anybody but men from now on.
Okay.
Wow. Well, ain't nobody believing this stuff coming out of this woman's mouth. Whatever y'all said.
Come on
Shannon,
now, AJ.
you stupid, Shannon. You're dumb. And not ugly.
Listen,
he said it.
whatever.
Them suits got tight and that body got tight. And he was like, you know what? I could do what I want to do.
Put that part in the middle of his head. Now he's fine. Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, what were you thinking, bro? Like, oh my gosh.
You know what? This goes back to the conversation that I had today. I had a conversation today with the person who will remain nameless. I told them there is always somebody who will stick it in somebody. Let's keep it a buck, right? When you are the power of the vagina, right? Don't matter what you look like, don't matter what size you are, don't matter what you got going on. Somebody will put it inside, and there you go. She's a good example of that. Shannon, how whack standards. He over there talking crazy, and he, you know what? Good thing I don't know no Shannons because I would ruin your fun.
She got a husband and a Shannon.
Black and ugly as ever. However,
and then we over here
Gucci
wondering
down
what's
to the socks.
Exactly.
Say it one more time.
Black and ugly as ever. However,
I say Gucci down to the socks.
Big was a prophet because he ain't never lied. Big was big, cockeyed, black, stank, hamburger meat neck, and he was pulling Faith and everybody else. Lil' Kim, I'm telling you, ladies.
He rapped it. He told you. He said what it was. He put it in the song. He put it in the song. Okay.
Jesus. All right. The Supreme Court on Tuesday allowed President Donald Trump to implement his ban on transgender people serving in the military. The justices granted an emergency request from the Trump administration to lift a nationwide injunction blocking the policy while litigation continues. The court's brief order noted that the three liberal justices dissented. Needless to say, this fell along party lines, and here's a clip from our favorite liberal cesspool, MSNBC. I'm sorry, DNC. Take a look.
Go video.
Charlotte, you and I talked about this offline. I mean, The Republicans love to fearmonger. That's their currency. It galvanizes people to vote based on fear, not on facts. I always like to say, don't vote on feelings, vote on facts. Ground our viewers right now on why making trans people the boogeyman is just something that the Republicans want to do right now. And to your point, they're going to move on from that, and they're going to make another group targeted, and the next round of fear-mongering continues.
That gets right to the heart of it. So there are two things. First of all,
is that a man?
According to polling, most Americans believe they don't personally know a trans person, which makes it a lot easier to be bystanders when the trans community is attacked. The second thing, of course, is that only one party is really talking about trans issues. It's the Republican Party. They've made trans issues one of their central topics in campaigning and the national discourse, what have you. The more the Democrats ignore this, the more it's going to come back to haunt us in future elections. Republicans are not going to let up on this. They're not going to leave it alone. They're not going to stop this, and we're going to suffer. And here's what I find ironic about all this. It's very easy to fight back on trans issues. The science is on our side. Every credible medical organization has come out and endorsed gender-affirming care and said that the trans military ban is ridiculous and unnecessary. They've said that trans women should be housed in women's prisons. I mean, these are all policies that make sense if you're willing to fight back. But the more we don't fight back, the more Republicans are going to engage in bad faith and run up a score on Democrats. And I think we all deserve better.
The policy announced in January is much more comprehensive ban than a similar proposal implemented during the first Trump term. It generally disqualifies from military service individuals who have gender dysphoria or have undergone medical intervention for gender dysphoria. In implementing the policy, the government replied on a Pentagon report from the first Trump term that said people with gender dysphoria are a threat to military effectiveness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where am I live? Oh, okay. The challengers argued in court that the ban violates the 14th Amendment, which requires the laws. Well, alley-oop. Anyway,
I was getting
the
ready
law.
to.
The 14th Amendment, which requires that laws apply equally to everybody, as well as other constitutional provisions. Trifecta. Do you agree or disagree with President Trump's military trans ban?
You want to go first, Prince? You want me to go?
I think you went first last time. Let me go.
Okay, go ahead.
If you, I'm trying to be more.
Oh gosh, now we
work it out.
Blue.
Work it out, Dr. Blue. Work it out, Dr. Blue. Remember.
Okay, here we
go. You might want a
go.
job one day.
Yeah.
I can't.
Not only is Trump correct, but I think he should double down and he should not leave this alone. I think he should run up the score, Eagles versus Chiefs style. You should never give these people an inch of daylight. You know why? Because once you give them anything, it's never, ever enough.
Yep.
First, I thought the whole thing was you want to be recognized. Trans people are real people. Remember that? Even though we always knew that you are, nobody ever said you weren't. We all knew that you existed. But now it's all about, I wonder what that guy in the middle of America thinks about me. I want him to acknowledge me. No. You can't regulate, you can't put into policy what people think about you and how people feel about you. And let's be honest, as a former veteran, I don't want Manny in a slit dress next to me while I'm fighting Iraqis. I don't want you in your feelings because you got hormones mixed with testosterone, mixed with all this. We already got all this other stuff going on. You already got military people that have legitimate mental health disorders that are actually in the book. that they're trying to fix. And here you come along saying, you know what? I feel like I'm in the wrong body and I want to do something to myself. No, that's not what the military is about. Remember, the military is about a team. That gender dysphoria stuff, that's I. You are sacrificing the team for yourself. So we should let you put a whole battalion in danger because of how you feel inside. The whole purpose of the military is you're being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Sacrifice. That's one of the major creeds in the military. Sacrifice. I don't understand this whole thing about, and then you got Clymer, you got a whole he beast up there talking about you got doctors that said that it's okay. You show me a doctor that said it's okay, and I will show you a doctor with a Ferrari, with a Lamborghini, with 3 or 4 houses and a condo on $250,000 salary. You do know how much they get when they do these surgeries, right? These doctors that's pushing for that, they've already decided that money is bigger than their oath. It's over. Trump is over. He kicked that attorney general out. The one that was all that weirdness addressing the American people. It's over. It's over. It's over for y'all. You have to find something else to do. Because we're done. And that man in the office, he's not playing. And I want to just say this one thing. I have from good authority from a barista. You do realize that Trump has people, the finest legal minds that there is, right? So he's not just coming out there and saying, hey, I want to do this. And it has not been vetted. Or there's not a chance that it will be tied up for so long that by the time y'all actually decide to do something about it, you're going to decide, fuck it, I just want to be a man anyway.
Yeah, that part. Speak on it,
I'm
Prince.
done with it.
All right. Well, you know, I talked to a property manager to get all my advice, so there is that. I mean, there's property managers out here that's just doing the damn thing all over in all states like it's nothing. But anyways, let's keep it pushing. Listen, I totally agree. And we need to stop putting people with mental illnesses into places that probably would not benefit them. Okay? The fact that you want to mangle your body should tell us everything that we want to know. And I always find it interesting that it's these he bitches, chicks with dicks, who are always speaking on this. Can I get a trans man at some point to come out?
They drinking water and minding their business.
Yeah, can we get one of those? I mean, at least they look believable. I mean, some of these trans men are doing the damn thing. You can't even tell what the fuck's going on. They've actually figured it out. They become pretty men, essentially. It's always the chicks with dicks. It's always them that are giving the advice. Listen, you can be in the military. No one's stopping you. You just got to go on your side of the fence. That's all you got to do. That's why I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting how they're saying, oh, we're being banned. Because I heard on, what's the name of that dumb show with the fake black host, the chick, is it on CNN? What's her name? The one that likes to always click about their race, and she allows the white people to compare, everything to black people.
But yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know, the one we had a clip on here the other week or whatever. Her show. Again, what was the thing they said? Well, what if he signed something that says black people can't be in the military? Listen, brown skin, melanation is not synonymous with trans.
That part.
Gay, whatever the fuck it is. They don't go hand in hand. They're not the same. The issue in itself is not the same. And I don't know why we keep getting the scapegoat. I don't know why it's always the brown skins. It's always the blacks. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for how many years now? It's always the blacks that are getting this type of hate. Okay. This ain't you not being able to, and you know what else? I want to know how many people went in the military to have the government pay for their transition.
I was just about to say that. Like, let's stop.
How many of them? What were you
No,
gonna
no,
say,
no,
AJ? Go
that
ahead. What
was,
were you gonna say?
go ahead, keep going.
Okay. I just need to know that because I personally, you know how like people go in the military because they're like homeless, people go in the military because they broke, people go in the military because they family lives just whacked out. Like people go into the military for all
Mm-hmm.
type, right? How many of you military to get this paid for? Because you can't get it paid for any other way. And then I want to know if the government, the military says, well, we're not going to pay for that, just like private insurance. How many of you would leave or how many of you wouldn't go into the military? Because I think it's really interesting that you are not even mentally good, but you want to fight war.
Hmm.
And then you want to put everything and you want to compromise everything by being there. It's not safe for men to be in women's spaces. Even Charles Barkley said men should not play women's sports, and he doesn't care who doesn't like it. And I don't understand why people struggle when real men come out and tell you, men who've played in the league, no woman is dunking on any man.
Ever.
Joanna Man was a really good example of what it would look like if men were in
That
the
was a one
women's
big
league.
psyop. That whole movie.
I mean, if you really stop and think about it, that movie showed you exactly what it would look like if you allowed men into the WNBA. First of all, you'd have to raise the backboards back up
40,
because they would be
15, and
snatching them
13. You
down.
would think that woman was a wizard. Like she was blessed with the foundations of God.
Right. I mean, if you really stop and you think about it, everything is lowered for women. The basketballs are smaller. Like there's all these things that they accommodate. It's just like baseball and softball. There's like all these ways that they accommodate females
Mm-hmm.
and men. So what are we really, really talking about? Did you hear the trans guy that said, "Oh, no, you can just go back to the men.
Oh.
Go on back over there. Back over there." So, anyways, that's all I have to say, AJ.
I agree. This, I don't understand how he detailed why he's doing it, and y'all still go back to the boogeyman and scared of trans people and all. Nobody's scared of you, motherfuckers.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, no one's afraid. Nobody really cares generally.
No.
But
No.
I'm not sure of the rules. But if you are schizophrenic, you can't join the military, right?
No.
Okay. So if you have these major mental issues going on in these streets, that's something you need to go work out. And I'm sure a great percentage of these people, like Ink said, got in the military just to get their surgeries paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit up here talk about it's about serving your country. You love your country. Oh, please stop. Shut up.
I don't love shit.
Oh.
You love what you could get paid for.
Boom.
And y'all found a come up, and that's why all of a sudden there was an uptick of you motherfuckers joining the service.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fruits.
Oh.
Lot. No. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I was in from 04 to 07. Women were more clockable. Like the short hair, stocky, you knew. You was like, yeah, whatever. But didn't matter.
Right.
I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
men, you just did not know. You did not know. You did not. Now, you got men in makeup and uniform. You got men doing makeup tutorials in uniform in their car. You got men switching in uniform. You got men with niblets in uniform.
This is who I am.
Can we really just stop? Can we really just stop this? I'm not going to apologize. AJ's not going to apologize. Real men are no longer going to apologize for us being masculine. You could call it toxic. You can call it, you could say all the gaslight shit, how we're scared to our femicide, all that. No. We're just men. God created men to be a certain way, a certain order. And a lot of y'all are out of order. That's why it's taking all these executive branches and scientists and shit to figure out how to make a space for y'all, because you wasn't supposed to be here. Let's be real. Evolution has lied. Evolution has been flawed. You know the poster that used to be on the wall in science class where it go from monkey to man. They're gonna have to change it because it's gonna be monkey, semi-man, monkey, man. Then it's gonna be a dress, just a dress. You just put anybody in that dress. A monkey man in a dress. Oh my God. If you believe in that type of shit. But y'all, and then he had the nerve to say, we got the science on our side. Balls, vagina, penis, vagina. What science?
XX, XY.
What science? Here we go. But what about internet?
Oh God.
Again, evolution is flawed. Our Lord don't make mistakes, but he has a damn sure good sense of humor. That's all I'm gonna say.
And we will be right back. Oh, that goes hard.
Can't nobody do it like us.
Now it's time for our trending topic.
Go, trending topic. God. So sick of this shit. I need a job.
And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
well, go
not
on then,
have
say
to,
it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
No.
Don't invite.
No. I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, you and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do, but we already know she's racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you.
A racial harm.
So that was Lily Gaddis. I don't know if I said it right. Marc Lamont Hill and Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit on Piers Morgan. Was this a justified crash out, or was Marc Lamont doing too much?
Who it's on you, ink on me.
Inked, go inked.
It's on me.
Go ahead, baby. Cook.
My bad.
Is this nigga for real?
He is, yeah.
Is he for real? Did he really just crash out like somebody called his mama a bitch?
Out.
Now, see, this behavior I feel in certain situations is warranted. This is why this stupid white bitch is using the N-word, because you are being emotional about it. If you showed no interest in it, if you was just like, go ahead, girls, do the damn thing, say it with your whole chest, it would take all the power away from it. But instead, you chose to crash out. And then I think what's interesting is you can call the other guy a whole coon or Uncle Tom or whatever the hell you wanted to say, but you mad because they wanted her to use the N-word. So I'm trying to figure out which one of these things is more offensive. Which one of these things is offensive? Which one of these things should we be upset about? Which one of these things should we crash out about? Again, the N-word. It's always the blacks. Okay. The word is being used all over the world. AJ has made it very clear. If you don't want people saying it, stop putting it in your music. AJ has said that 1,001 times, right? We can venture into certain neighborhoods. We can venture into certain streets. We can venture into certain parts of the world. And guess what? Everybody is going to be saying it. So why do we care about little Miss, what's her name? Amanda, Sarah,
Liddy
Tara,
Gaddis or
Lily,
something.
I don't know.
Lily.
Mary, Lauren, I don't know, whatever the hell her name is. Why do we care? I mean, I'm being honest. So I did a little deep dive into this chick, right? And I went and found her, and I looked at her little podcast, and she be nigga this and nigga that. I mean, she talked about Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl performance and said he was being
that
a
was
real
her?
nigga at the
Mm-hmm. That was her.
performance. So I mean, I've listened.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, my connection dropped down. But yeah, so I did a little deep dive into her. But with that being said, his crash out was out of control. He should be embarrassed. He should really be embarrassed. And I think that as a people, just stop worrying about it. Stop trying to police a word you can't police. Stop trying to control a word you can't control. Stop worrying about who's using it, who's not using it. I just have to say this. If you use it in front of me, you better be about it. You really better be about it. Because if you're about it, then you should be using the words. If you're about that life, you should be using the word, right? So if you use it in front of me, I'm going to see if you're about that life. I'm going to test it. I'm going to pop you in your mouth. And then I'm going to see what your response is. I'm just going to tap you. Bop. Just one quick tap. It's going to be quick, too. You're not even going to know it's coming. She's going to be like, nigga, bop. Oh, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to test it to make sure you're really about it. Other than that, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. And you know what? I'm tired of these weak ass men. I'm the only one to see my. Well, go ahead, Prince. Go ahead.
My man,
cry about it, Prince. Cry about it.
My man just showed his single mama upbringing. Like, dog, like, you a grown ass man. That was your time to shine. Be like, you know what's funny? He crashed out, but the Uncle Tom didn't crash out.
he put something up. I don't know what he put up.
It was a flag or something. Anna Navarro crashed out, but the guy she tried to go at and bring up slavery, he stayed even killed. He was like, okay. When you're around people that is about something, people who are emotionally intelligent and not emotional, you really see the difference on how other people move, especially men. When you see a feminine, remind you, this is the same guy that went back and forth with Candace Owens about if men can have children. Remember that? Remember that whole back and forth? Again, the man is set, but once you start adding like liberal ideologies and feminism and this may get me some extra coochie, it dilutes the sample of men. Marc Lamont, you're a meme right now. Why? Because you're not gonna do racial harm to me. You know what is racial harm? Emmett Till.
Woo!
That's racial harm. You know what's racial harm? Birmingham. You know what's racial harm? Those 3 black children that went to school and get spit at, getting stuff thrown at them. You know what's racial harm? Fire hoses, dog, being dragged by a truck. You know what's racial harm? Just saying, hey, I want to read this book and then getting strung up and lynched.
Jeez.
That's racial harm. That white woman saying an N-word is not racial harm. That's her proving a point that y'all are so mentally weak and you keep giving them the power. White power is not what you think it is. It's what you give to them.
Right.
That crash out gave her power. So she's like, oh, this word absolutely triggers them. I'm excited. I'm going to keep using it. Like Ink said, when you it's like kids. It's like when if you don't pay attention to kids doing things, sometimes they're like, oh, they just want attention.
Yeah.
You stop giving them attention, they go away.
Mm-hmm.
Racial harm. You ought to be. And you know one more thing, AJ, that I'm gonna let you cook. We gotta pick from a better pool of these blacks that you bring onto these programs, these platforms. Trifecta available, AJ available, Ink available, Prince available, Dr. Prince Blue available, but you keep going to the same people. The Marc Lamont Hills, the Jamel Hills. It's something about the fucking Hills.
They have eyes.
And they're cockeyed because y'all say the dumbest shit ever. The gains of the world. These same people that you bring on that continue to show that they do not speak for the real, authentic culture. Get some new voices.
They're not
I
the
promise
culture.
you will get a bang out of life.
They're not the culture. That's why they're crying. Go ahead, AJ.
It is just a word. A word. It only has as much power as you give it. It doesn't mean black person. It means ignorant person.
Ooh.
So let her ignorant ass
say it.
Stand on whatever platform she wants and from the highest mountain say that word. Because I promise you one day it will come back to bite her in the ass. And when it does, oh well, you've moved on to bigger and better things. What's next? I'm bored. This crash out and a person as educated as this man, as smart as this man, because he's not a dumb man.
He's not.
Mm-mm.
And you literally flapping like a damn fish thrown out the water over not even she said it, over the possibility of her saying it. And then you gonna call Myron Gaines, who I got a love-hate relationship with. You gonna call him an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Hello?
Because you know he don't care. And
Don't
so
care. Not even a little bit.
So y'all gotta let people do themselves in. When you getting all riled up, getting your blood pressure up, getting wrinkles for what? A word?
Hey, racial harm. Hey.
That is not racial harm. Prince broke it down. That's not racial harm. How is that word gonna was that gonna ruin your night if that came out of that woman's mouth?
It would have ruined his.
It would have ruined his, not ours.
How?
How,
I've been on the
Sway?
live streams going against these bigots, and they come up in the box, N-word. Okay, should I stop the live and go console myself? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's a word. I'm not a nigger.
You're not?
I'm not.
Oh.
So therefore, you can't harm me with some shit that I don't believe about myself. And if you think I'm one, guess what? That's your fucking opinion. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. Now you layeth on the hands. That's different. You threaten me. You threaten to abuse me in other ways that are important to me. That's a little different. But calling me a name, fuck, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. Life goes on. Obladi, oblada. Life goes on. Wasn't that the one with the little? Oh, I can't say the word. Anyway,
yes, you can say the word. You're not gonna say that word. The Jews.
Yo, crash out supreme.
Right.
You gave the people what they wanted.
Right on TV.
You being unhinged and stupid.
Okay.
Over a word.
She didn't even say the word. That's even worse.
Well, you saw she tried to skate like she didn't hear Piers' question.
Yeah.
And so I just want to keep life. No. Say the word. Say the word.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Piers? No, he said it loud. You heard him. Say it. You ain't on your podcast. Say it. Go ahead.
Oh, like, wait a minute. That doesn't describe me. So why am I offended?
And she got exactly what she wanted too. More people going and watching her stuff. Her views is up. She's being rewarded for her ignorant behavior.
Of course.
Anyways.
And we will be right back.
Stop it.
It's always lit over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't.
All right, now it's time to get petty.
Oh, it's been such a slow week for me because I've been off of the clock app. I don't even have to be petty.
Is it me or is it ink delayed?
I'm probably a little delayed because my internet
Oh, okay.
is tripping.
Personally, no, but her internet, yes.
Shut up. I can't.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm gonna put it over your face on my shirt, the heart.
Okay, so listen. It's been slow. I've been off the clock app. But I did see that the obesity fat guy got a brand deal.
The mukbanger?
Who?
Yes. The fat guy, the mukbanger, got a brand deal. He was talking about it on live this morning. And
Who's the mukbanger?
I'm gonna have to bring a video of the fat guy here. Listen, I have a problem with that. How is it that you get to eat yourself to death and get a brand deal? Who are you collaborating
Oh,
with?
that guy.
McDonald's?
Weight Watchers? I mean, I'm
Burger King?
confused. I don't know who you're collaborating with. G1 diet
Lap-band
shot?
surgery?
I don't know. I don't know. But he said he signed his first
Ozempic.
big boy deal.
Oh, Jesus.
And I got irritated. I got really, really irritated by it. So apparently there's two things that are infamous on getting deals. The first one is having a bunch of baby daddies and living in a dirty house and the baby daddy's not around, because that's pretty popular. Airing out your toxic relationships on the internet, that's pretty popular. And being fat and eating yourself to death is pretty popular. So if any of us want to make money on these, and scamming people, you got to be a scammer too while you're at it.
Oh yeah, the scammers.
Yeah.
Gotta love the scammers.
So if anybody wants to make money, those are the things that you can do to make money. And it's disgusting and it's annoying. But I will tell you what won't make you money. Are you ready to hear it? Pretending you're a witch and putting things on the altar.
I knew it.
Pretending you're a lawyer, but you're really a property manager. Those things don't make you money.
I need money.
They just don't.
Hey.
Oh, and those things don't work for believers because we just don't care. Oh, and you know what else? Putting yourself as an AI image and it looks nothing like you. When you're fat, but your AI image is skinny, that also doesn't work and it doesn't make you any money. So I just wanted to say that. This is like free advice. But if you keep on to the road.
Shut up. You shut up. Sick of me. Stop. Let me stop before I bring them spirits up in here. You stop.
I'm done.
You shut your mouth. You talk about me for the last time on that show. Take a sip from your lemonade.
What the?
I'm sorry, Bob. I'll use you as a prop, Bob. I'm sorry.
Okay, so with that being said, the trifecta ain't no good. I know we petty together. It's cool though. It's fun. We love each other. Tag you're in, AJ.
Shout out to melatonin. Making me think I was So I've been feeling well, right? So I took this, and then I woke up, and it was just like disaster. And I was like, why can't I wake up? You trifling bitch. I thought I was dying. I was like, maybe I have something worse. Maybe I'm about to die. And it just clicked. You dummy.
Is that why you didn't call? Is that why you didn't
can't-
call me?
You can't take melatonin and then get 4 hours of sleep. You gotta
No.
literally get real sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to sleep it off, AJ. You got to sleep it off.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not dying. I'm here.
Unfortunately,
I'm
huh?
here.
I'm here, AJ.
I'm here.
Go ahead, Prince.
Well, my petty is to the Fox News lady. Get your ass up off that goddamn ground. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Stop it. That woman fainted on the air.
Listen. My real petty.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
My real
Hey, go ahead.
petty is to all the people. I just made my friends watch 2 ceremonies, and I just want you to know that everybody in there had somebody in their life that doubted them,
Wow.
and they went through it. And my petty is to those people, because to those people, your success is their misery. And I want you to know that every one of you that graduated, I am super proud of you. And you know who the people that I was most proud of was the people who the associate degrees, because that's where I started. And I looked at the people in front of me. I looked at the bachelors, and I looked at the masters, and I damn sure looked at the people that died. I was like, ain't no way. There is a way. And all you got to do is just do it, and don't listen to the people that tell you you ain't got to go to school. What you going to school for? That's stupid. Don't write that. Don't do that. Just go work in a factory. No. Don't listen to those people. Listen to yourself. Follow your dreams. If it ain't hurting nobody, do what makes you happy.
Amen.
And to all those people, I salute you. And my petty is to the people that always want to flick their misery on other people. Go get you a horse and live on the top of a mountain somewhere. Just leave people alone, because the more you talk and the more people tune you out, the more people look at you and they be like, I don't need you. And then you can go and hang out at the end of the rainbow flag with the rest of the weirdos.
Oh Jesus.
I'm done.
Bye, Ashy.
Okay, look, our petty should have been having to sit through that. Oh, you know what? Let me stop. Okay, go ahead.
That's a lot of damn people.
Oh my God.
I was like, wait a minute, we going through. Wait, y'all all come together? I just thought each degree had their like own like associates, and bachelor, master. And then y'all come together. Oh,
hey, AJ Keisha, y'all will remember this. Remember when Theo graduated and Cliff got all ready and excited, and they made the whole group stand up and then sat down. He was like, "Why they say my son's name?" And Claire was like, "They'll be here all day, baby. They're not gonna call his name."
Listen, it was
all night.
The first one was fine. The hooding ceremony, that was great. It was quick, to the point. Just the doctorates, that was wonderful.
Right.
The day 2, it was rough. I mean, we started at associates, and then it was 830,000 people who got their bachelors.
Jesus.
And then we had to go through the masters. I was like, damn, why our friend got to be educated? Like, we all the way at the end. And then they was out of order. I thought they was gonna go in alphabetical order. Nope.
But I appreciate y'all so
But them
much.
kicks
Thank
was
you.
looking strong. Them sneakers.
Lord, I cannot. We will be right back.
Where are we going?
It's always lit over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be
All
need the
right.
trifecta one
Now.
back, AJ. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I forgot to put that back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now it's time for our memes of the week.
I ain't gonna lie, AJ. The old beat slap more.
I know.
I still like this one too. He's
I
still
know it's
on
not the
beat.
same though. Still not.
Salsa nipples.
Well, you have to find the copyright and go pay for it.
Well, what is it? Look. You know me. Is that something we can pay for? Okay, let me go. Let me go.
Who wrote it? Montel Jordan?
Oh,
Stop it.
He seemed to wrote everything. Hey, listen.
Is
Now
that
it's time
MO?
for me. Listen, Keisha.
Wait. Yes, I'm listening.
We here.
Jesus.
Our memes of the week. Mount Moron. You got AOC. You got Abib Amir. And you got some chick with glasses. I still don't know who that is. And you actually got a decent picture of Jasmine Crockett, which is weird.
That's not Jasmine Crockett. Stupid. I can't. I'm done.
They all look alike. Next meme. My favorite kind of berries are raw berries. Listen.
I can't.
You
I'm
racist.
So done.
Statistic. Call me the N-word.
Call me the N-word.
Oh
my kind
God.
of berries are raw berries. Listen. This
When
one
we listen-
slapped. I don't care what nobody said. But if you want to know, this kid is now 17 and he's in the or what's that program? He's in Job Corps. So good luck to you, Raekwon. Next meme.
Oh, he said Raekwon. I'm done. Oh, look.
Listen, I know cancer's kind of got our feelings on lock, but we got to find something for TDS.
Oh, Jesus.
In the arms of the angel. Only you. And only $1 a day can cure somebody of Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh my
Is
God.
your family member always screaming at Cheetos?
Shut up.
Is your family member boycotting Target and Walmart?
Oh my God.
While they're still getting Amazon deliveries?
Oh,
Call this number.
I'm
1-888
done.
say ESPN. Next meme.
Oh,
And if your family member is in a room like this, Trump, 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 Trump,
all
Trump,
day,
Trump,
every
Trump,
day.
all day, every
All
day.
day.
Sometimes I forget the man is president until somebody brings it up.
Yeah, so what about Trump? You be talking about popcorn.
What about him? You could be like, man, popcorn is good. Well, you know they putting tariffs on salt, so the popcorn ain't gonna taste good. Cause Trump, I hope y'all happy. I am.
Okay.
Tariff me harder, daddy.
Oh my God.
Next meme.
Oh my God. This is painful. Oh wow. Wow. Wow.
And this how y'all be. Y'all be like, but they said, who is they? CNN, NBC, MSNBC, CBS, NPR, Washington Post.
What is happening?
Just open up. Just let the dog just. And some of you eat at the table with your dog. Let your dog eat off the fork and everything. So this ain't too far away. Next meme.
I can't.
Literally dog shit falling out. Oh, this is my favorite.
Listen, Shannon Sharpe.
Oh my God.
When y'all stick your wee in anything, this is what it looks like the next morning. And I know y'all got all these cute commercials out that say if you take this pill, and they smiling and walking on the beach. I used to be afraid of my herpes, but now, thanks to Valmex, I only have incidents twice a month.
Oh, Jesus.
Direct side effects of Valmex is death, homicide, liquid dookie, vomiting, derangement,
Yo,
liquid dookie, liquid vomit, a closed sphincter, like all the worst things in the world because you don't want to wrap up or be with one person.
Oh my God.
Next meme.
That was
That's
fantastic.
it.
That was my favorite.
And those were what happened to my
I wasn't sure what that was. It was just a picture. Was that supposed to be in there?
the picture of Janet?
There was no picture of Janet.
I did a picture of how a man supposed to be. It was a puppet. I didn't do that one. Well, I'll do it next week. But those are your memes of the week.
Okay.
I bet you a lot of men looking at their wee now like, yo, I was scratching yesterday. I might need to get checked out.
If it looked like that, just call it a
You might as
life.
well unzip that bitch and put it in a briefcase.
Now it's time for our Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Charlatan. A person
Charlatan.
elaborate, fraudulent claims to skill or knowledge, a quack or a fraud.
Mm. Quack.
I don't have those problems.
Charlatan. And you know, when I think of this word,
Charlatan.
there's only one person who comes to mind.
I hear you.
Maybe two.
Oh God.
I hear you again.
Yeah, man. Bitch. You'll make it IKEA.
Charlatan. You fraudulent. You know what?
Go and help Ike Jr. with his homework.
Charlatans.
All right.
Yes.
Look at us finishing on time.
Almost. We're getting good. We're better. We're better. We're better.
All right, just some housekeeping. Trifecta will not be here next week, but we will be here the week after with a very special Malcolm X episode. And
I thought it was
so
100.
hopefully you guys will tune in for that. And
I thought it was episode 100.
What?
No.
Oh,
This is episode
that's right.
92.
There's a reason for that. My bad. Sorry. Let me shut up.
Please. Shut up over there.
But the Rand Experience will be here in the 8 o'clock time slot next Friday. So hopefully you'll tune in and watch your boy. I'll also be on tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on AJ's Rant Room. So go subscribe to a brother. We will be live in 20 minutes or so. And so go check us out there. And I was supposed to do the closing, right? We appreciate you for watching. Thank you so
over
much.
there. I will be here at 9:30.
I was shutting up.
Oh God. Anyway, see y'all in 2 weeks. Episode 93 is loading. Peace.
I can't do it anymore.